There's a difference between being in a shower like this and being in the shower like this. Do you notice the difference? The difference is actually more important than you think. In the first video, I was completely out of alignment with my sensuality, and I was just going, getting the job done, and just rubbing myself and just making sure, you know, not really putting any care, any effort into what it is that I was doing and the acts that I was doing. I wasn't present in my body. And in the other video, I made sure to breathe, to slow down, to feel every moment, to add all the scents and the lotions and the smells, and to let the water caress me and feel every single inch of that pleasure. And that, truly, honestly speaking, is what I want to talk to you guys about today. I want to talk about pleasure and why pleasure is so important. It's so important, not just so that we can self-indulge and lose ourselves and gain a bunch of weight. Pleasure is a state of being, and when we vibrate on the state of pleasure, where we truly enjoy life and we're truly sensitized to life, you know what happens? Our magnetism increases, life feels good, and even when life is not going our way, all of a sudden we're able to find the best thing, the sweetest thing, the most pleasurable thing in every single moment, keeping us always caught in a constant state of gratitude and happiness. Even when things are not going our way, we know how to take pleasure into our own hands and to allow ourselves to enjoy our life so that we can at some point attract more. Because like one of my favorite authors says, a grateful heart is always closest to love and riches. We look at our life and we feel like our life is not giving what it needs to give. There's no pleasure, there's no softness. It's really hard for us to be grateful because our state of mind is always in our control. No matter what is outside of us, we can always change our states of feelings, emotions, and mind. And when we do this, we become so magnetic. I mean magnetic to the love we want, to the man we want, to more sweetness in general. Because like always attracts like. But one thing that we get taught as women is that our pleasure doesn't matter. That pleasure doesn't matter. And you can see this in the actual bedroom, where 70% of women don't experience intravaginal orgasms, so internal based orgasms, where most women are used to sacrificing their needs and how they feel for the sake of other people and how other people feel. And we're always thinking that in order to love somebody, that means we need to sacrifice how we feel and we have to sacrifice our pleasure and experience as well, which is not the case. And in general, a lot of us are caught up in the hustle mode right now, where we're like, bitch, like right now money is real tight, or it's just not giving what it needs to give. Like, I want to be more successful, I want to be this. And maybe you're doing well, but you want to do even better in your career, in your business. But the thing about it is, we have to take the time to connect with the pleasure, to connect with our bodies, to connect with our energy, because this is our femininity that is often downplayed, but it's so important to our overall well-being. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about pleasure. But in order to be able to experience pleasure, we need to have a better relationship with our sensuality. And now a lot of people, when they hear the word sensuality, just like it is on the screen, they think I mean sexuality. Now, sensuality and sexuality, they're very much so opposite sides in the same room. Sensuality is Taurus, Venus. It's very much so about our senses and things that please and gratify our senses, that feel good, taste good, smell good, things that please the physical realm, things that look good, art, beauty. That is sensuality. Even how our relationship with ourselves. If you have a very sensual relationship with yourselves, you like to touch yourself, you like to hug yourself and hug other people. And on the other hand, sexuality, it's about sexual gratification. So it's about stimulating your sexual organ. For most women, in order to access sexual pleasure, we need to be sensually aroused. 5 senses need to be amplified. This is the difference between Taurus and Scorpio. Scorpio being like the sex and the actual act of sex, and Taurus being the sensuality, the pleasure, the environment. the beauty. They have a very intimate relationship with each other, but today I want to focus very much so on sensuality and how the more that we please our senses and learn how to please our senses, the more pleasure we get out of life, the more we stay in a state of pleasure, and the more we therefore attract pleasurable experiences and also increase our sacral chakra, which amplifies our magnetism. Let's begin. So the first key to becoming more sensual, I want you to learn how to touch your body. I want you to learn how to touch your body, and I want you to also learn how to touch other people's body, and not always sexually. When I was very much so not in my feminine energy, I used to be very closed off from people. Like, why are you in my personal space? Or why are you so huggy? Like, I used to judge people who were too touchy and too huggy, like even if they were women. Now I give myself more room to just be more sensual. So like with my mom and stuff, like if I feel the urge to hug my mom, I hug my mom a lot more. I'm like, Mom, I love you. You know, just hug my bae all the time. I want to cuddle him all the time, right? My friends, I hug my friends more. When I'm talking to people, I might touch their hand a little bit more. So I learn how to touch other people because now I learn how to touch myself and now how to be smooth and sensual with myself. You know those moments when you just need a hug and it was a long day and it's like, oh my God, like the world is against me. Why? I allow myself to just hold myself in those moments. Like, hug yourself right now. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Come on, let's do it. And that brings me to the sponsor of this video, Beducated. Beducated is an online platform where you have hundreds of courses on sexuality, sensuality, and all things just pleasurable and great and delicious, so you can learn how to be better in the bedroom and in the bedroom with yourself and with another partner or whoever. Or how many other people, whatever the case is. I love this platform because the only ways that we learn how to have sex are porn, which can be incredibly toxic and negative to our brain, as well as our parents, which most of us, our parents didn't teach us how to do it, and school, which taught us don't do it, just wear condoms, but don't do it at the same time or you're gonna get pregnant, STDs. There's no technique there. But then at the same time, we're supposed to know how to have sex, we're supposed to know how to touch our body, we're supposed to know how to be great wives and be great people, and it's just confusing. And then we have all this religious guilt and shame and all these things that are just blocking us from having a beautiful relationship with our sexuality, not just for the sake of others, but also for ourselves. You can have a beautiful relationship with your sexuality without having to necessarily involve other people. You don't have to actually have sex to experience sex. You don't actually have to experience physical sex to experience sexual energy in your body and your feminine energy, which is sexuality, because we are that creative force, okay? We give life, we birth life. Sex is a part of us. It's part of our wombs. We are the internal beings of sexuality and sensuality within us. So we want to have a beautiful relationship with our own sensuality and sexuality, and Beducated is the perfect platform to make this happen for you. One course I want you to check out and that I checked out is how to actually touch your body. They have courses on there like the ultimate guide to sensual dance, learn to touch, different types of orgasms, self-care tantric rituals to indulge in your own sensuality and sexuality. So I would highly recommend this platform, and the course that I checked out is building a relationship with your sensuality by learning how to touch yourself, how to soothe your nervous system, how to feel safe in your own body. This course teaches you how to awaken the gift of sensation in your body, how to touch yourself with softness and with that sensual energy, and so that you can have the capacity to experience more pleasure. So I would highly recommend that course. Use my code BABYJ for 40% off the entire annual membership. 14-day money back guarantee, and you get a 1-day free trial if you try Beducated today, okay? So definitely check them out, and thank you Beducated for sponsoring this video. But seriously, learn how to touch your body, baby. Literally, touch my body. Just like Mariah Carey said, touch your body. Like, literally try this in this moment. Like, how softly can you touch yourself? How softly and how much pleasure can you touch yourself with? If pleasure was coming out of your fingers, how softly and how much pleasure can you give yourself? Can you give yourself chills? Can you tickle yourself? Can you really connect to pleasure in your body and all over you? These are the things I talk about all the time that are so powerful. Learn how to touch your body and how to activate the energy of sensation all over your body, and how to amplify sensation. Deep can you go? How much can you feel the sensation? So try this. Caress your hand. And how deep can you go into that pleasure? Because where you focus your mind, where you experience the most feeling and sensation. So try this. How much feeling can you get by just, how much pleasure can you get by just gently caressing your hand? How slow can you go? How light can you go? How deep can you go? And figure out what feels good to you. This is so beneficial for building a relationship with your sensuality. And when you have this relationship, you walk so different. You just feel good. You walk inside of your body instead of outside of your body. Instead of feeling so stuck in your mind, you walk with your body, and it's just this confident, charismatic energy. Just like the shower experiment that I told you guys and showed you guys in the beginning of this video, you need to slow down. Challenge yourself to really take your time and to not have to rush with things. And I like to set up my life in a way where I do not have to rush and it operates on my own time. Speaking like a true Taurus moon herself. So that means, like, if you can, try to choose a career that it gives you flexibility and gives you time freedom. And if not, become a business owner or become an entrepreneur or work for an entrepreneur that gives you time freedom to do whatever it is you need to do. Or be provided for. Or do all three. Anyway, but in general, you want to, even if you make appointments, try to leave space in between your appointments. Give yourself time to really take in the most of the moment, right? So opportunities to experience pleasure are in the shower, when you're putting lotion on your body, when you're moisturizing yourself and your face, where you're washing your face in the mirror in the morning or at night. Allow these times to slow down and to really be present to the action that you're doing. When you're in the shower, instead of just like washing your body really quickly and then just kind of like going at it, allow yourself to slow down and really cleanse your body. Really be gentle with yourself. Really go in and be, you know, detail oriented. Use all the different soaps. I like to use body oil, like shower oil and soap and stuff like that. Sometimes I like to shave. Well, most of the time I like to shave. Allow yourself to really get in tune the act, okay? And if you can, take a bath as well. Make sure to take baths sometimes. One of the things that we're doing in the goddess community is the lily ritual, which really is a ritual you can do to increase your overall sense of attraction and magnetism through the path of purification. So we purify ourselves so we can raise our vibration. You can check that out down below. However, that is what I want you to do. Take time throughout the day to have a pleasure practice where you get the most pleasure out of the activity you're doing by allowing yourself to slow down. Instead of like trying to race through traffic, allow yourself to just go with the flow and surrender to the current moment. When I'm super juiced up into my sensuality, I can feel it. It's like when I'm in the shower and I'm just washing my body and I'm feeling so good, it's almost like I can feel every single thing. Every single thing feels pleasurable, and even like a little caress of my hand just feels good. Like it just feels good. Oh my God, I love it. That's what you want to do. This allows you to soften and to soften into your feminine energy, which makes you so irresistible. Yes. Pleasurize and pleasurize, that's not a word, but it is today. You want to pleasurize your room, okay? So your actual space, right? Where you lay your head. See if you can add more pleasure to it. So how can you gratify your senses more? Maybe it's time to get a candle. Maybe it's time to get a diffuser, right? That has different essential oils and you can smell different things. Maybe it's time to redecorate your room. Maybe it's time to get better sheets, to get better pillows. Maybe it's time to clean your room more so it's more physically and like aesthetically pleasing. These things increase our pleasure. And I love cleaning for this. Oh my God, I love cleaning. Like yesterday, I really took the time to like clean and organize my bathroom and really made it something where it felt good. I organized all my makeup, I organized all my things, and just overall I felt so good afterwards. My closet, like cleaning and organizing, I actually have a closet organizer that helps me with this. Organize, clean, make things aesthetically pleasing. This really helps to amplify your sensuality and overall increase your sense of like peace of mind. Oh yeah, I just got this. Look at this perfume. This is a perfume bottle. It is so cute. Oh my God, and it smells so good. It's like so sexy. I love it. Like, oh, yes. I would say if you are having an issue with pleasure in the body and stuff like that, you want to practice really getting a massage. Whether you gotta get like your sister to massage you, your boyfriend, your husband, or go to the actual massage place right now and actually allow somebody to massage you, to get into your body and to figure out what feels good to you. I don't care, baby girl. I'm like, I don't have money. Baby, you better budget and learn how to budget, okay? So that you can make time for yourself. All right, go to find cheap massages locally if you have to. You can find some really good cheap massages locally, okay, like $50, 130 minutes, whatever. Just do it. Building a relationship with your body allows you to be more feminine and confident in your body. You know how some people look at their body and they look in the mirror and they don't feel good about themselves? It's because they're not in tune with their sensuality. And that is really important. Having a good relationship with your body means knowing that this thing keeps you alive. This body keeps you alive. It's operating and going whether you are like trying to or not. It loves you. It's beautiful. It's divine. And it's a gift to be alive. So walk with that energy. Take all the clothes off and just like be in awe of your body, and so grateful that you get to have this life experience in this beautiful body, and you got to choose this vessel right here, right now. But yeah, that was the video. Make sure you check out my other videos and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy, and check out the sponsor of this video, Beducated. Really, I love this course platform. It is amazing, and I don't know any other platforms that do it like them, period. You hear that ding? Do it, okay?